Good morning. So we are going into, I think, the third week. That is pretty rough. No, I mean, I do feel better. I keep saying that. Well, I do feel better when I'm filming, obviously. I don't really film when I don't feel bad, because it's not very fun. But I have started today by cleaning the new paints. So I'm doing that like in chunks, so maybe an hour at a time, because you know you're sitting and cleaning. So I started doing that. Yesterday I prepped all of the names, all of the wrappings, all of the stuff that just makes it so much easier later. Today, well, yesterday I got an idea. I know, shocker. But so when I have colors that I want to show like as a set, I have them swatched on these little cards, and just so you can see them painted out. They have a pretty thick black line, so you can see if they're opaque or especially if they're shimmery, that kind of stuff. But when you're showing like multiple colors, it's a little bit hard when they are like all lined up. So I have painted them in my KD journal, where it's like they're all laid out and just splattered. But the other day I purchased and started filling in the hex chart by Sandy Allnock. I mean, she's amazing. So for example, here she has made hex charts of, I got 3 of them. So I have the polychromos, and then the rest of them is a little bit sadder. I got the Prismacolor one. And then I also got the Copic one. Yeah. It's a growing collection, okay? But I'm actually surprised when I fill out the Polychromos one, because I thought I had like pretty much all of them. So now I mean, I didn't fill out the white one. And there's no way I'm buying like the copper, gold and silver. But yeah, I'm missing a few ones and I'm pretty excited about that, so I can keep growing my collection. But I have to say, I am super happy with the collection I have, and I don't feel like I am in a rush to buy more. I'm just excited that there is more colors to discover. Anyway, but what I wanted to say was, I love the way she has done these charts where you can have very similar colors connected to each other. So even though they might go in a straight line, you can see I like how they connect on the different sides. So what I think I want to do is I want to cut out hexagons from watercolor paper and then swatch all of them on this paper. And then because I feel like now my collection of watercolors is quite large, and sometimes it's I have tried to take photographs like all of the golds together and that kind of stuff, but it's kind of hard to see when they are lined up and they're not really connected to each other. So I'm thinking that making them this shape might be easier for you to see how they are compared to each other. And I prefer to do taking photos of them instead of showing the scanned version, because the scan can never pick up the shine or glitter. So I'm thinking about doing that. So I have some cotton cold press. I think this is Fabriano Artistico. So I know it's like, this is a full sheet I've just quartered. So it's like, it's a full sheet. I know what that costs to make swatches. But so anyway, that is my plan. I think that will look really cool. And then I will just have to make some form of stickers or something with the names on it. I have an idea. But yeah, so I'm just going to put this on, load it in, hope for the best. Such a nice sound. Send. Perfect. Okay, so the stuff here. So the stuff here on my desk have changed a little bit. I have a few projects I want to do, obviously. The buzzing you hear is actually the dehumidifier. I was like, it's not the heating fan. What? That has not been going in such a long time, or I haven't heard it in such a long time. So yeah, we're going to do some foiling and we're going to do some resin crafting. So yeah, let me go through my different things I want to do. First of all, I have these. They're going to be foiled for the Daydreamer when you get the little pill box. Then Here I have a little mold. I want to make a little tray, and then while I still have my resin craft out, I have these little bird eggs we have found in the garden. So this one I think my mom found last year, and there's a few holes and then a big one down here, and I want to see if I can fill them with resin so that they are like secure. So I hope you don't mind, but I will just entertain you with my fabulous voiceover for the rest of the video. Yeah. Yeah, so I decided to do quite a lot, and I just really wanted to do everything this day. I don't really know if that was very clever, but I'm not known for being very clever, so let's just go with it, I suppose. So I was doing some foiling here. You can see I just love foiling. I think you might have known that by now, but there's just like magic with that. So I did that, and then I started with my resin craft, and resin is something I do very occasionally. I just really love it. I think it's so much fun, but I feel like it's such an ordeal to do it. Especially with the 2-part resin that takes such a long time to dry. But I do try to do it. I try not to, if I get an idea, I try not to avoid it just because it's a hassle. I really do try to make the stuff. So here I just wanted to try everything. And I started with these little rose gold flaky things. And then I have the flakes that you can buy in the shop, the mica flakes. Mix that with the pigment that is Spira. And I wanted to make this little tray. And originally I wanted to make a tray that was like white and green. And I wanted to give it for my aunt for her birthday. So that was my thought when I was doing this. And of course, as I'm not an experienced resin crafter maker, I totally undermixed the resin, so I had to go back and mix like 3 or 4 times. But yeah, so I did that. The dark green that I'm adding now, it is chrome oxide. No, green chrome. Chromium green oxide. That took way too long to say. So I'm doing that, and then I'm just using these little silicone things to make like a sort of marbly pattern. So the tools I'm using, this one has like on one end they have like a silicone tip, and then on the other has like a little ball, a tiny ball, and it comes in a set of 5 or 6, and they have like different sizes and that kind of stuff. And the tool I'm using now it has like a cone of black wax. Makes it really easy to handle all of these sort of flaky things that would just stick on your finger. And I will put those up in the shop because they're just so nice. They're really nice for watercolor and using with masking fluid, but also this craft tool is just really handy for everything. So yeah, I will put those up in the shop. So here I had some resin over a little bit, so I was like, oh, I'm going to make this really cute bowl because I got some new molds that I haven't tried yet. And of course I was missing just like a tiny bit, so I had to go back and mix more. And I feel like that is like a thing if you're not like used to doing resin, that you mix and then like there's not enough, so you go back and mix some more, and then you have some more, and then you're like, oh, I can start making this one too. And then you don't have enough of that. So you need anyway. So here you can see how it's looking. I also filled the bird's eggs with resin. It didn't turn out very well, but thought. So while that is the last thing I was doing this day was the hexagon for the colors, and I'm just using masking tape to tape off half of them so I can paint half of them with black acrylic ink. So, and that is especially for the metallic paints, so you can clearly see how they look on black or a darker ground. So I'm doing that and then just hanging them up to dry. And now we are back for the day after, and just to see like how they're looking. And I was very nervous on molding it because you don't know if it's dried or if you mixed it good enough or that kind of stuff. But it was very easy to unmold. I was just a little bit of a chicken, so. But yeah, so here is the tray. I really love how the tray turned out. It is so cute. I just really love the color. And I love that I didn't mix the white properly. So you get these sort of specks, like snowy specks in it. That is so cool. And you can see it's a little bit transparent. But then you can also see there's a bubble, an air bubble. And I was like, oh, I'm going to fill that with UV resin. And that did not go well. So I should just not have done that anyway. So now to the bowl. I was very nervous on molding it because, the little hole is so small. But it was very easy once I just did it. So here you can see this one is a lot greener and a lot of air bubbles because I was poking around. Should just have left it. Learn my lesson. I'm one of those. I just cannot stop. I just want to I can't. I just need to touch it. But I really love this mold. So I'm definitely going to try this again. I really like the color scheme I have here with the rose gold, the green and white. But yeah, I will definitely try this one again. It is so pretty, this little mold. And here you can see it's very opaque just apart from the bottom where I had mostly of the Spira or the Spira color. So yeah, but that's very, very nice. And here I'm using the UV resin and coating that, and then that didn't turn out well. So I'm just gluing that on top and it will become a nice little desk tray or something. And my mom and Albert is here to inspect. So yeah. And here you can see the hexagon has been drying overnight and I'm just taping those off. And I have started painting those. You will see that in next week's vlog or the next vlog. And I'm really happy with how they are turning out. So I thought I was just going to, the last thing I was doing here was packing. And you usually like the packaging footage. So I thought I'll add that in. It's very much to be fair, this vlog was 3 or 4 hours long. And I was just this is not, and it has taken me a few days to edit this down, and I was like, you know what, I'm just going to try and keep it, shorten it down, and then just talk over it, because I was so rambly during these days, and I was saying pretty much nothing. So yeah, anyway. So here you can see some packaging, and yeah, I'm not really sure if there's something special you want to know about packaging, or if it's just really enjoyable to watch. I really enjoy watching other people that have shops. I just like watching them pack, but I don't know if you want to know something special about packing, or if there's a specific part that you like to see. I tend not to film a lot while I'm packing because I'm so nervous of accidentally showing, improper information, or being in frame, or how you want to see stuff. So if you have any I just want to see this, or no, I just like to see the process, or any input, I would be very grateful for. So yeah, but here you can see when I have fairly this day I think I only had under 10 orders I was packing up. So I just have these little baskets, package those up. Sometimes I do one order at a time, package all the stuff and then package up the orders. It depends a little bit. If there is a ton of orders, usually I get some help, and usually it is my mom. She gets the orders, she packages those up, and then I will do the ordering the shipping labels and all that, and that usually goes pretty quickly. But when it's just me and just a few orders, I do it this way, marking the envelopes and then ordering the shipping labels. So yeah, so I was feeling pretty tired this day. I was really sweaty, really clammy. You can see here, yeah, the power is going out, and that was pretty annoying. But I realized later that day why I was feeling so bad and why Oh, look at his tongue. It is hilarious. Okay. Why I was feeling so crappy and why the power. We had a huge hailstorm. And I'm going, yeah, you will see here. Yeah. So that was why I was feeling so crappy. It was crappy weather. I just wish I knew before I was starting to feel really bad, like why I'm feeling bad. But usually it is the weather. So yeah. So we ended this vlog just chilling on the sofa with the dogs, just having a really nice time. So yeah, thank you so much for watching this less than professional vlog. I hope you enjoyed it, and here's another look at the amazing tongue work of Albert.